Hey, Eagle Run 2-3. We're talking about guns today, and how many do you need? Now, these are guns that are in your system. These are not guns if you're a gun collector, things like that. This is how many guns do you need in a specific system. I got a couple different things we'll talk about, and I would love for you to let me know what your thoughts are. I'm just a guy telling you what my opinions are, and if you've got different thoughts, or you can tell me what I got right and what I got wrong here down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. We're gonna call this our home. Okay, so in your home, obviously this is expandable, but in your home you need a handgun. This is a defense handgun, and you're going to want to think about caliber and all of this to make sure that this is as easy as possible to keep up with and to sustain. But you're going to need a handgun as a home defense handgun. You're also going to need a shotgun. You're going to need a home defense shotgun. This is a great spot for a 12 gauge because 12 gauge is pretty easy to find, pretty common, and generally acceptable as the go-to caliber there. This is mostly going to be a defense shotgun. If you've got a hunting shotgun, it could do double duty as that. Maybe look into some of those that have different barrels or something like that if you want to have this as a dual purpose. I also forgot to say on the handgun that you need to be thinking about the caliber, because it's possible that this could be maybe like a Judge revolver that can shoot like a couple of different rounds. It can shoot a 410. It'll shoot several different rounds out of that gun, so that's a pretty flexible option. Other than that, I would stick just to 9mm just because that's pretty basic. Okay, so over here we have vehicle 1, vehicle 2, and our Bugout bag. So definitely a handgun in your vehicle. If you carry, then that could double up there as that option. Or you could have a standalone one that you're bringing in and out of your vehicle. Also here I have listed as a rifle or a carbine, something depending on what you do for work or things like that. It might be nice to have that. Sometimes I have the option of taking, like an AR pistol or something. This is going to have an asterisk to it. It's not necessary. A handgun, you're going to be good. If it's your EDC, awesome. Now think about in vehicle number 2. If you're, I'm going to put a handgun here, but I'm going to star it also, because you can't put a handgun in this vehicle if the driver of this vehicle does not have a concealed carry, because they go get their oil change, things like that. They can't take that gun and put it in a purse. So you got to think about where what this gun is. Also, if you have children, things like that, you can't just stash a handgun in this vehicle without considerations of your situation. My wife does not have her concealed carry permit. We do not have a handgun in her vehicle. Usually if I'm there, I could carry, or I also could grab my bag out of this vehicle and put it in this vehicle if we're gonna go on a trip or something, which we definitely have done that before. Then down here in the Bugout bag, a couple different things you need in the Bugout bag. You definitely need a handgun. You need a rifle, AR, AK, some sort of defense rifle. And then you also could have a couple of other options. These two I'm going to say are on the top of the list as an option. A hunting gun, a shotgun, maybe a bolt action, but in that same category, I'm going to put a 22. So here's a couple of different guns that you could possibly need in a Bugout bag. There's a lot of different scenarios here, because the next one here that I'm going to draw out for you is storage. Now, we're just going to generically call it storage, because it could be maybe deep storage at your home. It could be a hunting property, a deer lease. It could be, a Bugout location, whatever that is. And you actually might need to duplicate out another one of these if you have multiple storages, but we're kind of going minimalistic here. In that storage, I would kind of duplicate some of this. Another handgun, another rifle, and really one of the same things here. You're going to need a shotgun, probably a 22. Now, this kind of multiplies based on how many members in your family you have, how many people are you preparing for. If you have children that are close to, rifle age, then you may need to be duplicating these out with multiple of these as well. So you just have to kind of think about that. Your situation is always going to be a little bit different, but we're talking about general concept here. How many handguns, or how many guns do you need? So if we look through here and you're talking about a carry gun and you have one gun, try to find something that will work in your system of use here so that you can flex this out as much as you can. If you're able to add a second one, then that takes the pressure off of here. Because if you just have one gun, it's your home defense gun, you're carrying it with you, it's in your vehicle. If you were to bug out or go to a storage place, a bug out location, whatever, this would be that one gun that's going with you everywhere. Obviously, redundancy is great. Having an extra gun here is helpful. Having an extra gun in your bag, and we're not talking about ammo for any of this yet. Having additional things here. What if you lose it along the way? What if it's taken from you before you can get to your storage? Or if you're in a bug-in location, what if you can't get it out of storage? I don't know, did you bury the thing in the backyard? I don't know what you did with it, but just be thinking about that redundancy a little bit here too. So in the storage here, I like to have a 22 because they can be quite a bit quieter. You could use that for hunting. You could also use it for self-defense, and the 22 is a pretty good option here. Obviously, that's not our go-to rifle. We're going to have an AK or an AR here. But anyway, this is just kind of my thoughts on how many handguns or how many guns does a person need. And this kind of is a bit of an outline. Now you draw your situation out and think about what you need or what you have. And if you just have, I'm not talking about what's in your safe. If you've got 57 guns in your safe over here, that doesn't mean that they're doing these jobs. So you think about that. Also, if you've got a 9mm here and a 40 caliber here, and your wife's got a 45, and you got a 38 special in the bug out bag, like that's going to be chaos if anything happens and you're not able to kind of go back and forth. So just think about those things as you're going through this. This is just a thought exercise. If you got anything to add, I'd love to hear it. I think that'll do it for this video. We're going to be sharpening some knives here soon. Head on over to Texas Parks Outlet, grab yourself some delicious coffee. This is a company of mine, and we're trying to do great things in 2021. So check us out if you're a coffee drinker. All right, and we'll see you on the next video.